Hi, I'm Zoe with the Calcasieu Parish Public Library, and for today's adult craft, we are going to do some really easy abstract art. We're going to do something called tape resist painting. It's going to look something like this, although this one's really messy. So you can use any kind of paint for this. You're going to need some sort of thick paper if you use acrylic paint like I'm going to do today. You can use a canvas, or you can do watercolors with watercolor paper. Whatever kind of paint you have at home is going to work for this. We're going to need your paint of choice, a good paper to work with, some painter's tape, and then some brushes. So today I'm using acrylic, and I'm using a bunch of blues because it may or may not be my favorite color. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with our painter's tape, and we are just going to start placing strips of tape across the canvas. And you can place them wherever you want. Make any shapes, triangles, stripes, entirely up to you. So when you get the tape wherever you want it, you can fold all the edges over. It's really important to make sure that you press your tape down pretty well. Take a second to do that. Okay. Got my tape all pressed down, so I can start putting colors on there. These are the colors that I am working with today, and you can put them however you want. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I might go from light to dark, or I might just make it really random. You can do any colors you want, any patterns you want, and I guess we'll just start painting and see what happens. It's important to do thin layers, because if you, let's see. Here was my first try, and I loved the colors that I used, which is why I'm doing them again. But you can see all of my edges are really messy. It's because I didn't push my tape down hard enough, and I used really thick layers. So it all started to bleed under the edges of the tape. So I'm gonna be extra careful to use thin layers this time, and I've made sure that my tape is really secure. So let's get started. So I'm speeding up this part of the video so that you guys can watch me paint the whole canvas in super speed. You'll see that I decided to start in the corner with my lightest blue and work my way towards the middle with my darker shades. But even though I used blue, you can pick any color palette that you want. You could do reds, you could stick with warmer colors, or you can just do a rainbow. It's really up to you. And you'll see that when I got towards the middle here, I started to change my mind. This was the darkest blue I had, and I suddenly swerved back to this really light blue that I'm going to use in the corner. And then after this, I actually started to get a little bit braver, and I decided I was going to try a gradient. And I'm really happy with how that turned out. In fact, if I did this again, I think I would try to do the gradient across the whole canvas. I think it would look really cool. So this is really just a matter of playing with it, figuring out what you want, and if you mess up, you can always do it again. And actually, after I finished this first coat, I did go back, I let it dry, and I did a second coat so that the colors would really stand out and they wouldn't be streaky. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes and my paint is dry to the touch, so we're going to take the tape off and see how it went. Let's see. Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
That edge is a little bit messy, but most of these turned out pretty good.
Ooh.
All right, and here's our finished piece. If you try this out, you can tag us in the photo, let us know how it went. All right.